Alright guys, this is it. The final bit. This is the last thing I'm doing for this walkthrough and I'm done. Yeah, so I'm finishing this game here and now once and for all. So, let's get down to it. Before you... Now, I gotta make this very clear. If you have anything you need to do before you go into this castle, get it done now because the way things are gonna turn out, you're not gonna have... You might have to go without some things for a while, so you want to make sure you get all your stuff done accordingly now before you actually set foot. So let's go. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Now, unlike most types of final bosses or final boss areas, there's actually a catch to this game. So you have to split your team into two different groups. Of course, my A team being Renoa, Squall, and Zell, and my B team being, well, the B team. You guys should understand who the B team is by now. Everyone else. Have to admit, though, this is probably the smallest assortment of characters known to Final Fantasy. Only 6 of us? That's it? Come on. Thank you. So as you come into the castle, you're going to be told that all your abilities are sealed. Yes, all your abilities. Which means in battle, for now, you're only going to be able to use the attack command. You have 8 abilities sealed, which means that you have to unseal them, which means you have to kill Ultimacia's servants. All 8 in general. I'm going to show you guys all 8 bosses, how to obtain, how to get to each one, and how to beat them. Another thing I do want to go over before I do anything else, and that is the fact that there's actually a way that you can actually obtain GFs here, provided that you haven't done it already. Let me under the conditions that maybe you just forgot to do it, or you just didn't do it correctly, you can actually obtain all the GFs that you're able to draw from enemies here, being Siren, Leviathan, Pandemonia, Carbuncle, Cerberus, Alexander, and Tiamat. Oh, no, Cerberus, Alexander, and Eden. Yeah, you heard me, Eden. Which means I could have obtained Eden here. The only reason I didn't do it was because, well, I'm just not doing that. So, as we get to each boss that has it, I'm going to tell you which GF you can draw. Now, these are only available if, for some reason, under some weird coincidence, you just managed to be dumb enough to miss it. So first one is this Sphinx looking thing, and I don't even understand what its name is, so I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce it. This one in itself shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he won't do much damage to you at all. I can almost guarantee you that. Huh. That won't do any damage, trust me. Or very little, I should say. So as I was saying, the only GFs that you can actually obtain through drawing of these bosses are the GFs that you could actually obtain. Are the GFs that you would have obtained normally through drawing from certain bosses. So in essence, you can't obtain, say, Brothers or Diablos here. No, you can't obtain those. Those are complete. Those are ones you actually have to kill yourself. Did I mention this boss likes to summon things? But he's so weak anyways, I mean, he doesn't do much. He'll just summon Jelly Eyes, and those aren't exactly tough to kill. Interestingly enough, most of my characters have Faraga on Elemental Defense, meaning, okay, all but Zell, of course. This Dingleberry doesn't have it. Alright, he goes down. And the fight's over. Now, after every boss fight you do, you're going to have to decide, you're going to have to pick one of the abilities you want back. Now, I've done this before, so I have a good idea of how I do it. I mean, you could probably look up guides on which abilities to unlock, but after I obtain, say, the first three or so abilities, I just start picking them by which ones I actually want to use. Personally, though, I'd say you should probably take, I mean, unless you really are that persistent about drawing magic, I typically pick draw an item last. So first thing we're going to pick is magic, because that's actually really important. So that's the first boss. Second boss, you're going to take your A team. We're going to go this way, through the door. Get on the chandelier. As you get on it, it falls to the ground. Whee! Of course, I'll base plants like a freaking genius. That's where you hit the ground like a rock. Okay, so you want to come to this little trap door right here. That was broken as the chandelier hit the ground. Okay, so now that you've gotten down here, of course I get into a fight before I can get anything done. Give me a break. Yeah, even your GF abilities are also blocked, so if you have Encounter None on, which I don't even have it on at the moment, I use other stuff when I'm not using it. You know, that one extra slot can make a big difference to your stats. Okay, let's see here. Alright, before I even do this boss actually is kind of a pain if you don't have stuff correctly. You want to make sure that you have, and I'll show you guys just so you guys can see how I have it ready. You want to make sure that you have Thunder to your elemental defense. Now I have it set up, I think, for almost all of my characters. Granted, only Squall and Zell have enough to actually consider themselves able to absorb it, but overall I do have it set up for all my characters if I can recall correctly. Except for you, apparently. You... We're even going to throw Ferga on you because that's a big one. Okay. With that, you'll be ready for this boss. Now let's see here. This boss is pretty simple. Oh, GF alert for those of you who apparently missed the GFs throughout this game. Fighting Tri-Point, when fighting this boss, you can actually obtain Siren from it. So keep that in mind, people. Just in case you never obtained it. Although, honestly, if you didn't obtain these GFs normally, then where's the point? I would see it just being more of a waste. Another thing I do want to point out about this is even if you do, like, okay, so let's say you have magic like I have right now. Let's say you tried to use, I don't know, Aura, you wouldn't be able to even use your limit breaks because limit breaks are still sealed off, which makes it kind of painful. Sure, you can't even resurrect anybody until you actually unlock that certain ability. So every time you attack him, he's going to use his attack called he's going to use his counter attack called Mega Spark. Hence why you want to actually have Lightning equipped to your elemental defense. This will pretty much defend you from anything, defend you from all of his attack. In my case, he's only doing damage to Renoa because she doesn't have enough to actually absorb it. But she's not taking as much as she normally would. In fact, if she didn't have it, you'd be taking 2,000 to 3,000 damage per attack. At least. Trust me, I've tried it without it. It's really painful. So, of course, Angelo is going to come into the fray and do like 5,000 damage to him. Just, you know, nonchalantly, of course. And Tri-Point goes down. Really easily. Okay, that being done, you can now proceed on to the next fight. Rocket Engine, okay, 30 AP. So now you get to pick your next ability. Now, because I know how this is all going to go out, I'm going to actually pick, well, obviously I'm picking Limit Break next. Because most of these bosses, guys, aren't that difficult and don't have a lot of health. In fact, none of these 8 bosses are really that difficult. The only reason why I'm doing this is because just in case, I'm doing this just in case any of you might be gutsy enough to try out the Omega weapon to see how you do. I want you guys to be able to have that choice in it being able to obtain everything and having this walkthrough. So I'm doing this out of necessity for you guys, not so much for me. I'm fairly confident myself. So we're going to run away. Okay, now we're going to head through this door over here. And watch, guys, this is actually a nice little way to get from this room to the other room. Walk down this hallway. Go through this door. And you want to come back to your B team, like so. And you want to hit switch to other party. Now my B team isn't well equipped at all, and might be slightly of a problem. So I gotta make sure, I'm actually going to go into my menu real quick and give them all the junctions so they can at least have a chance. Granted, they're not fighting anything, but I need them to be somewhat well equipped. You know what? I might take my chances. Let's go. The only reason, and seriously guys, this is like the only, if you're following the way I'm doing, this is the only time you're ever gonna even have to move your B party. Bring them onto the chandelier, which falls. Of course, none of us face plant. You then want to bring your B party over here to this green light. Doing so will allow you to press the lever. So now you want to hit switch to other party. Okay, now we're back to our main team. How ironic. They won't attack me when I'm actually using my B team, amazingly enough, but they'll attack me the second I go back to my all-star team. Alright, let's see here. We're going to run away because I don't want to fight you right now. So you want to run up the stairs. Again. Now, there's actually a reason why I did this. You're going to understand why I actually had my team press that lever. Watch and learn. As I step onto the chandelier, nothing happens. I'm able to cross over to the other side to this door, which will lead us to our next boss. The prize jewel of Miss Ultimacia, known as Krista. Alright, this boss isn't too difficult, but this is another GF alert though. If you manage to miss this GF, if you manage to miss the GFs in this game, you can actually draw Carbuncle from Krista, provided you haven't already obtained it. Now Krista has a counter attack that does like about 3,000 damage, and also manages to have a really high defense. I mean, you can't do much damage to him normally. You want to start this fight off by casting Meltdown. I'm also going to start this fight off by let me see here. Okay, there it is. Squall. As you can see, she counterattacks, and it hits Squall for like 3,000, of course. We're also going to cast Aura on Squall. With Meltdown, it lowers the defense, it lowers his physical defenses, so it's liable to take more damage, which really just means I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it a lot harder, trust me. If you don't do this, you're going to hit them for maybe 2,000 apiece, as opposed to, say, 5,000 or 6,000 apiece. And once you beat it, Krista goes out with a bang by using Ultima. So when it uses Ultima, that pretty much means you just won the fight. Not much of a real fight or effort, if I may say so myself. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you're just not meant to succeed. So Krista falls apart, or shatters, I should say. So we're going to gain our Elemental Guard, 30 AP, Mag Junction, oh gee, yeah, all sorts of stuff. Dang. Wow. Awesome. Now we get to pick out our next thing we want to unseal. So I'm going to unseal command ability, which is actually all your GF abilities and everything else. This is actually kind of important. You do want to actually have this. If you'll excuse me while I go through and heal up real fast. Okay, we're done. Let's go. Now it's time for the fourth boss. So you want to cross back over the chandelier. And from here on out, you're not even going to have to switch back to your B team unless... Okay, let me make this very clear. If you're the type of person to spread all your stuff around to everybody and, you know, go through the hassle of drawing magic for all your characters, then fine. You might want to switch around once in a while. But me, I'm not like that. In fact, now that I have command ability, I'm going to actually do something. Give me a second. Okay. That's taken care of. I had to make sure he actually had something. Because I need to make sure he had encounter none on, because I don't feel like doing any more fights here. Alright, this next one's actually kind of annoying to actually do. Or at least to get the boss fight started, because you actually have to do something that's really boring. This is actually one of the more interesting ones, but I don't know how you'd figure this out unless you were really perceptive about this. So you talk to this painting, and of course the title's too faint to read. So how do you do this? You have to look at every painting in this room. There's 12 of them. You have to actually sit there, click on every painting, and talk to each one, and then you have to tell that one painting without the name what its name is. So I'm going to go through and talk to each painting as quickly as possible, because I don't feel like sitting here for 5 or 6 minutes doing this. Now, actually, from what I've been told, and I might explain this later on, you see this clock? If you're able to see exactly what these numbers are on this clock and what they're pointing to, that's actually a really big clue as to how you figure out this puzzle. And for those of you who really want to know, like, I don't know, message me and I'll tell you how. I'll tell you what the clue is to that. But I just don't feel like trying to explain it. It would just take me too long. So hence why I'm doing a walkthrough. You really want to know how to do it, just watch this and you'll know. So, you know, it's just kind of like, eh. So, of course, you have to talk to every single painting here, and I still need to go to both sides of this stupid thing to find all the other paintings. Gotta go over here. You want to talk to this painting. You want to go back around again to the other side. If I can actually... come on. I don't think I can even talk to the painting from here. Can I? No. Can I? Oh. Okay. I see what I did wrong. This is really annoying, though. The camera won't let me tell if I'm on the right side to see the painting or not. There it is. For once, using the D-pad actually works. Okay, I don't want to see the painting twice. You gotta be careful you don't hit the X button twice. Or too many times, I should say, or else you're gonna end up having to view the painting over and over and over again, which I don't really want to do. Talk to this one. Talk to this one. We're almost done. I think we should be almost done. There's only 2 more paintings left. I swear this is the only boss. This is the only boss I can think of in this entire place where there's so much pretense to have to go through. Like, why won't they just let me guess the name? I guess if you could just guess the name, that would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Okay. We've looked at all the paintings, which means we can go back downstairs. Because it won't actually let you do anything unless you talk to all the paintings. So now you want to talk to this painting that you can't tell the name of. And now you actually have to tell its title. Now since I already know what the title is, I'm trying to remember. This is really bad. I cannot actually remember. Okay, the title is Vividarum Enter Vigilum and Viator. Or In the Garden Sleeps a Messenger. Now you get to watch as the painting changes and a dark looking thing appears. And this brings us to the next boss fight to go through. What the? Okay, I didn't really want to look at that again, sorry. Okay, so you want to come over here and talk to the boss, and you get to fight it. Another GF alert. This boss is Trauma. Or, Trauma? If you didn't obtain it through normal means, you can now draw Leviathan from this particular boss. And it looks as if one of our buddies wants to come help us. Awesome. Interestingly enough about Gilgamesh, is Gilgamesh actually has 4 different kinds of attacks. Zansuken, which cuts all enemies in half, resulting in death. And 3 others. He's using Excalibur. That just deals damage in general. Not much so. Just like the last boss, this boss is kind of resistant to damage. So for the sake of what we're going to do is, I'm going to actually use Meltdown on him. We are going to have you cast Haste. And then we are going to have you cast Aura. Yeah, I know, limit breaks ahoy, guys, but I'm only doing this for these few bosses because a lot of these bosses you have to fight have really high stats, and I don't really feel like having to put up with them for more than, say, 10 seconds. Now this boss has a bad habit of liking to summon up little traumas. They're not going to do much. Goodness sakes, I forgot about that attack. The little ones like to use an attack called Pulse, like Mini Pulse Cannon, while the big one likes to use Mega Pulse Cannon. Hence why I'm using Limit Break, because that attack actually hurts. Oh, blasting zone, sweet. And we're just gonna blast them. And this is the end of Trauma. Yeah, so you got a super simple fight. Again, none of these bosses really have a lot of health, and you can probably get away with the same strategy I'm going to be using for like. In fact, you can get away with this strategy. You can get away with what I'm doing for every single boss. So now that we have beaten this boss, we get to pick another command we want to use. For the express purposes, in case of emergency, I'm actually going to pick Resurrection. Granted, at one point or another, it's not really going to matter what I pick. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go into my item screen real quick. Okay, let's go. So you want to go through here now. Go down here, avoiding the stop point, because you don't want to have to go through a menu to tell them not to. You want to switch your members out. You want to go through this door over here. Now this is just a setup waiting to happen, and you'll see why I say this. So you come inside, but no sooner do you come inside, the door closes behind you. Oh, good boy. So now you come over here, obviously, to get the key. But as you get the key, a boss appears. Okay, now for those of you who are not familiar, this boss is pretty much like the same like the Iron Giants. They're big and they're strong. The thing is, though, if you can blind this guy and lower his defenses, he's a pansy. Now I have 100 pains junction to both Squall and Renoa. So what we're gonna do is we are actually going to use Renoa to attack, and it blinds him. We are then going to use Meltdown, and we are then going to use Aura on Squall. Again, Meltdown pretty much takes away any edge he has on you by using physical attack, by his physical attacks. I can't tell if it actually worked. It didn't say miss, so I'm assuming it worked. Do I really want to... You know what? Forget it. I'll do it. Here. So we're going to now start attacking him. Yeah, it didn't work. That ain't cool. I do hope this guy doesn't have some sort of only one status effect. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it will work. Now you're going to watch as all your physical attacks will do mega damage to him. See? Now he's pretty much like every other enemy you fight here. He's very highly susceptible to damage. Physical damage of sorts, actually. And he can't hit me worth to save his life. So we're going to take advantage of this. Again, blinding him and using Meltdown will pretty much cut all of his attack capabilities down to like 0. And it's over. As he turns to stone and vanishes off. And, goodness sakes, I totally forgot to mention it. You obtain Pandemonia, so I might end up actually having to put that down just in case people miss it. For those of you who are probably wondering, I'll probably end up listing everything in each description, so, yeah. As much as I may not actually want to have to go through all that hassle to do that, but I will do it. So next, we're going to actually take the GF command. Even though I don't really use GFs, and I'm not going to be using them against the final boss anyways. So now we need to go. Now we need to actually leave here and go to the next boss. Now this boss actually confused me because I could not remember to save my life how to get to him. But you know, a lot of these things you'll read about these bosses. The best way to actually figure this stuff out is to look it up, like watch someone do it. Because other than that, you would never really know by the directions people give you. It's nearly impossible to figure it out. So to pull this off, we need to go all the way back. And again, with Encounter None, there's not going to be any fights happening to us, meaning we don't have to worry about having to get slowed down. Now, I know I said that the Lunatic Pandora had all level 1 monsters. I don't think the monsters are level 1. I just don't think there's any really powerful monsters here from what I've seen. We're going to go downstairs. We're going to go this way. Go up the hall. Now, granted, if you have all your teams set up correctly, you could probably just switch teams and have them do it, but I don't really like that idea. That would involve me having to draw like 600 magic per spell, just so I could have 100 magic for everyone. No, I don't want to switch. Oh, dang it, I don't want to switch parties. Oh, give me a break. Great, now I'm stuck having to switch parties. Okay. Will you please, like... Thank you. Yeah, switch to other party. I didn't mean to hit X. Okay. Yeah, around here is actually located the treasure vault key. So if you really want to, I think it's like right where I'm standing. Get that. You don't need that now, but yeah, get it. Okay, so you want to go upstairs. And this place does a really good job of annoying the crap out of me because you do a lot of like running around. Actually, not really. Okay, you see that thing over there? That's the key you need to get to the armory, which is located right next to that little prison cell we got trapped in. Problem is though, if you run across this normally, the key's gonna fall. So you want to hold down triangle and you want to use a D-pad, and this will allow you to walk, which the key will stay there. And we just walk up to it, get it, and I think we can just run across now. Okay. So now you have the armory key. And I know what y'all are thinking, what's this? Well, if you activate the event this is actually where you would fight the Ultimate. This is actually would fight the Omega weapon. Which I might do someday off in the future when I actually decide to take one of my earlier saves and do more really intense training and really get ready for it. I might actually consider doing it. I might. In fact, that wouldn't even make any sense though, because I'd have to go through half of this again. Okay, so we gotta go all the way back. Now, I'm not gonna even lie. This boss was difficult for me to find because the way a lot of these things you'll read that tell you where to go, they make it sound as if you have to go from the foyer, which is where we are right now. And they make it sound like it's located around there, but it really is. You have to actually go into the chapel, up the stairs, and across the stupid bridge. So you want to go downstairs, avoiding that, go through here, go through this door too. Go down the stairs again. Just good freaking God, make me go everywhere, why don't you? And I know why this is happening. This wouldn't be happening if I just would have used the B and A team, but I don't want to go through magic gathering again, so eh. Okay. So now we have to fight this guy, which is, well, first this is going to be righty, lefty, and Visage. Now this isn't a really tough thing to do, actually. You can probably dismantle these really quickly. Owie. And I love just how every time Squall hits something, the effect from pain comes onto them. Okay, this isn't cool. Okay, I gotta get rid of that effect or this could get really bad. Huh, of course it dies right after it actually tries to do something to me. Are you kidding me? Quake again? Give me a break. Okay, that's taken care of. So as you do this, the real boss appears, which is actually the arm and the head and the rest of the body. This is actually known as Gargantua. And isn't he a ugly thing, isn't he? Hmm. Just like the last boss, he's slightly resistant to a physical attack, so you're going to actually have to do things a little differently, which means you're going to have to use either Doom Train or what I'm using now, Meltdown. Of course, in case you guys haven't noticed, I've been trying to haste up Squall because he's really the bread and butter of this entire strategy for me, because without him, I'm pretty much screwed. Now, luckily for me, if you follow this, I've already unlocked Resurrection, which means even if he does die, I can res him and bring him back to life. It would kind of suck otherwise. Okay, now he's hasted. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, are you kidding me? Awesome. Yeah, this boss is already dead as it is, but this is just overkilling it. And I love how it doesn't have an underbody, it's just his torso. Bam! And the boss goes down. Again, you guys know, just draw if you didn't obtain. In fact, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. If you don't know what GFs, you don't know what boss give you what GF, just keep on drawing from every boss until one pops up for you. Just keep doing it that way. So I don't have to go through and explain it, because I just don't feel like having to go through and point out every GF that pops off a boss that you didn't manage to get from the game. Alright, with that, that boss is taken care of. Which, if I recall, that should only leave us, I believe, 2 bosses left. Woot! If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go through my... Oh, never mind. I gotta go pick something. So we're gonna pick save. Yeah, you couldn't even save it inside the castle. One thing I do want to point out, though, you can actually leave the castle and go and have all your abilities back outside the castle. But then when you come back in, if you're using, say, if you're using the 2 groups to do battles and everything, your second group's going to be restarted back at the beginning. So you're going to have to go through and reset and put your teams back where you want them. Okay, this is actually, yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult, actually. No, I don't want to, dang it, I'm trying to avoid that. Crap. Alright, go back up the stairs. Okay, now, if you guys remember correctly, you remember how I obtained that treasure vault key? Out near the fountain? That is what you need to obtain before you actually go to this boss. In fact, you can't go to the boss unless you have that, so make sure you obtain the treasure vault key before this. I know I probably should have gotten the treasure vault key now and then showed you guys, but it was there and I just decided to pick it up. So you want to go across and go over to this room. You then want to go down. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. I am like 100% sure this is the right way. I do get confused from time to time, but I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Okay, so you want to go down the hall and you want to come over here to this door, which you'll then use the treasure vault key to open the door. Now, if you'll excuse me really quickly as I go and heal up my team because we're still slightly damaged from the last fight. Okay. Alright, guys. As you can see, there's 4 boxes. The key to this is to have all 4 boxes open. I'm going to show you guys what to do with 4 simple moves. Every time you open or close a box, all the other boxes react. So here's what you have to do. So of course they're numbered from right to left. So we're going to we're going to shut box 1. We are then going to come back over here and shut box 4. You are then going to go back and shut box 3, or wait, shut box 2 actually. And then you want to open box 3. This will in fact open all 4 boxes and release upon you the next boss, known as Catoplebas. Yeah. You wanna... Yeah, there it goes. Alright, this boss isn't difficult. There's one thing I do need to mention, though. When he's about to die, he will use Meteor. Like, when you beat him, he'll use Meteor. This is his last attack. In essence, he's just like every other boss you've fought so far. He's not really difficult, so I'm just going to use the Limit Break strategy and the Meltdown strategy, because this manages to actually work. So, Meltdown, Aura. Again, you can use Doom Train as well. That's also extremely effective. Also, what's really effective is if you can manage to blind them. Basically, if you have someone with Pain equipped to Status Junction, and then you attack them, you should be able to blind them like first hit. Like, watch, I'll do it. Ah, owie! Are you kidding me? That hurt. See? Renoa has 100 pain, so she just blinded him one shot. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. No. Ah. That's gay. Can't believe I messed that up. So we're going to go back into it again, and we're going to 1, 2, 3, Okay, now he's dead, and now he's going to use Meteor. Actually, this guy's Meteor is slightly more effective than the ones that we've had to deal with in the past. His Meteor hits a lot harder than the other ones. With this, Catoplebus is destroyed, which makes boss number 7. Guys, I'm telling you, we are almost done. You hear me? We are almost finished. We are just about done, guys. We are reaching that point. I'm really excited. Like, I really want to get this over with. So let's, yeah. I am taking this all on in just one fatal cataclysmic run. Okay, so let's see here. Now, this is really up to you at this point. If you follow what I'm doing, I'm actually going to pick item, so I can actually use some items in the menu screen, because when all your abilities are so you can't even use them in the menu screen. So if you'll give me a second as I go through and heal everyone up. Okay, we're good. One thing I do want to say, and this is off topic from this, is that, let's see, what is it? If you obtain Bahamut, card modding his card now would be a really good idea, especially for the final boss fight, because that card mods into 100 Mega Elixirs. And when you see how I set my team up, when you see how I set up for this, you're going to be thanking yourself for having it. So now we need to get ourselves over to the back to chapel again, so we can take on the final of the 8 bosses. Ah, boy. Let's keep on going. Go around here. Now, someone, Water Lily mentioned about the whole A and B team thing. You know what? I'm going to prove that having an A team is extremely effective. I am sticking to it. This A team will be effective, and you will soon see. So we're going to go up here. Now, if I recall, this bridge, you only want to walk across it if you're trying to get the key. Other than that, you should be able to run across like that and go in here. Now we got to make our long ascent up the clock tower of doom as we draw closer and closer to Ultimacia's lair. The tension is building, guys. The tension is building. We're just going to keep on going up and up and up. And we're still going up. Good lord, this is a really high clock tower. The thing is, though, you'd think a sorcerer from the future would, I don't know, be somewhere a little bit more futuristic than a castle, wouldn't you think? It makes me wonder if she's really from the future, or if she's from the past and just moved herself to the future. Okay, so you gotta wait for this bell to come back, so your team can jump on it, then jump across. They want to go through this door. This, of course, will take you to the final boss, to the final of the 8 bosses here, known as Tiamat. Okay. Now this boss is going to do something very different from what you might be used to. In fact, every turn he's going to pop up a letter. This letter is slightly important because if it pops up all of them, he's going to use his main attack he's going to use his strongest attack known as Mega Flare. Or Dark Flare, not Mega Flare. He's very similar to Bahamut in that particular sense. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Squall set up, and then we're going to just use Meltdown. Which apparently didn't work, but that's not really going to stop me. Okay, there it goes. So now we're just going to go Limit Break on his behind. Okay, we gotta keep on attacking him. Ah, forget it. Yeah, when he finally spells out Dark Flare, that's when he's gonna unleash that attack. Kinda hoping we can take him out before he does that, though. So we're just gonna constantly wail on him until he finally chooses to die. And he goes down. And this, my friends, is how you take on this is how you find and obtain all the abilities. So that's basically all 8 bosses that you have to kill in order to unseal all of your abilities. And there you have it. Alright, now that this is taken care of, it's time that we deal with another big elephant in the room. And I don't mean the Omega weapon, so haha, yeah. I'm talking about Ultima Sia. Yeah, you heard me. We're doing this now. Like, I'm not even going to stop the recording. We are taking this chick on here and now. Once and for all, I'm dealing with this, and this walkthrough is done. We are taking this party all the way to the end. So you want to wait for the bell to come back so you can jump on it and take it all the way across again. And then from here, you want to keep going up. Come through here. Now, if you want to go back through and pick up all the different draw points you missed, you can do that too, I guess. I might even come over here and pick up the... Yeah, never mind, I don't want this. I know what, Zell can take it. So you then want to come across here. Go across the hands. You want to go down down the ladder. Okay, so we're going to go down here. And right before us, you guys, is Ultima Sia's lair. God, this is nerve-wracking, guys. I'm serious. This is like really nerve-wracking right now. Okay. I'm going to go into my menu, do some stuff, save it. But I'm not cutting off the recording, so don't even worry. Alright. That's all I had to do for that, guys. Yeah. So, before I start this, you want to make sure, first off, that you're aware that when you start fighting her, she's going to pick Squall and 2 other random people. Now, if you had all the magic and did everything evenly among all your characters, that wouldn't make too big of a difference. You just keep on going. Since I have an A team, I'm going to do things differently. I'm actually going to sacrifice the other 3 members of my team if they actually get pulled into combat by killing them off one by one until I get my A team back. Now, this chick isn't much of a pushover. She does have some grit behind her, and she can be kind of a pain to have to take on. Which means you just need to be ready to really just give it to her. Okay. I also made sure every one of my characters, my 3 main team, have item command because Mega Elixirs are a beautiful thing. They are a very beautiful thing, and they will pretty much save my life in this fight. Again, card modding Bahamut. Do it! Good lord. It's 100 Mega Elixirs. Why would you not do it? I mean, that would just be test and futility. Okay, so now that she's done with her lecture about putting us in a place where we'll never be able to get out of, she's going to pick 3 people, and depending on who she picks, might be good, might be bad, we're going to find out. If she picks my team, that's good. Even if she does call off your member, you need to make sure you do revive them if that's your party member you want to keep. You got to revive them as quick as possible. Oh gee, we don't even have Squall? So I'm going to, where is it, Asuna. So now we gotta wait for Quistis to be absorbed into time and replaced with another member. Meanwhile, I'm also going to do something different here. Where is it? We're going to cast Haste on Renoa. We're going to begin trying to prepare ourselves for whatever this chick has to throw at us. This is really what you have to do, though, seriously. So we're also going to go in and cast Shell on her. I probably should have triple first, but oh well. We'll be fine. With Renoa here, it doesn't really matter. The attack hurts. No. Yeah, watch out for that Maelstrom attack. That freaking hurts. I probably should be on the offensive against her too, but I really don't want to... What am I doing? Okay, Mega Elixir. If you have 100 of them, guys, don't feel afraid not to use them. We'll see who gets summoned next. If it's Squall, we can, So as Quistis absorbed into time, crap, it's Selfie. Okay. This might take me a little bit longer than I figured, but since we have Mega Elixirs, this should not be much of an issue. We are then going to use that. Why is she dispelling you? Okay, I'm now going to use Zell, and we're going to rape Selfie. Okay, we'll leave this. What do you have? Okay, you don't have anything useful, so we're just going to sit back and watch. That's fine. That's really fine. In fact, I'm going to haste you up, too. If I recall, I'm going to see if I can't use pain on her or something. Something to slow her down or something, because she's getting on my nerves. Okay. We're going to get this party going, and we're going to just start attacking her lightly. Okay, now she's going to absorb Selfie into time. Irvine. Well, on the bright side, guys, this is actually a good thing. She's getting rid of all the crappy people. Okay, meltdown, big deal, I'm ready for it. Ha! 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 Okay, this is actually turning out really well. No joke. Alright, so here's the thing, guys. Once she kills off all the other people, once Squall gets thrown into the fight now, she won't be able to absorb people into time anymore, which is actually a really good thing. And then I can actually get this party started. So we're going to cast triple. And we are going to wait as she apparently tries something else. Lady, what are you doing? It's really interesting because I can cast Shell on everybody. It won't make much of a difference simply because if I want to heal, I can do things my way. Okay, now she's going to absorb him into time. And with that, now we can get this party started. Haste. Aura. Also Aura. Okay. I couldn't cast haste? The heck? Oh, you already... Oh, forgot. I put auto haste on Squall, so he automatically starts the fight with haste. So we're gonna aura up, and we are going to start to rape this chick. Okay. Now that the long prelude into this fight's finally over, I can get this party started correctly. And now that all my crappy team members are dead, they won't... These team members, if they happen to die, won't get switched. Thankfully. Oh yeah. Eat it. Ah, probably should have used Meltdown on her, because now she's not going to take as much. Come on. Oh yeah. Let the beatdown continue. Good times. Oh. Kick in the stomach. Ah, boy. Guys, this is where it's going to get bad. This is the second phase of this fight. Now she's going to bring forth her GF. You heard me, her GF. She has one. Everybody prepare to meet the most powerful GF known to mankind. Reavier. Oh, this isn't going to be fun. Okay, guys, this could be difficult. Here's the thing you gotta keep in mind. This boss, when you're about to beat him, has a ultra powerful attack known as Sonic Pulsar. Be ready for it. This attack freaking hurts. So I'm gonna come on with it. Oh, Lionheart. Oh crap, that might not be a good thing. Please don't kill it. Please. Oh crap. We're going to wail on him now. This could probably finish him off. This might not be a good thing, though, because Sonic Pulsar does some serious damage. So if it kills him, I might have just, like, shot myself in the foot. Maybe that was a bad idea. This is going to hurt. Oh, God, this is really going to freaking hurt. Mommy! Shockwave Pulsar. This is almost as bad as Sephiroth's Meteor. Please tell me it's an electric attack. Please be an electric attack. Please be an electric attack. Ow! This is gonna hurt. God, that was close. That was really, really freaking close. Okay. Whew. Okay, Grievier is taken care of, but it's not done yet, guys. There's still 2 more phases to this fight. It gets even worse. Now she's going to junction herself to Grievier. Oh. Oh. Goodness sakes, that was close. You heard her right, guys. She's gonna junction. Now, luckily, I have Renoa queued in to use Mega Elixir as soon as this fight ends. As soon as her thing ends. Seriously, what? And it gets worse, guys. When she junctions to Greavier, she actually gets even more freaky. So watch and learn. Yeah, guys. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're like, holy crap. But don't worry, guys. Resobaso will walk out of this fight victorious. I have come too far to lose, and I have come too far to watch myself get beat. So we are going to start this out by using Mega Phoenix. Ah, not that. Oh, not holy. Anything but holy. Holy is bad for Rezo. Oh, never mind. So we're going to res up Zell quickly. We are then going to use Recover on him. And I am going to go in and use Aura on Squall. While also casting Aura on you. Okay, as you guys have witnessed, Mega Elixirs are a godsend in this fight. Those are going to save you whenever things get really, really, really bad. That and full life. Not going to lie, guys. Seriously, get full life. So we're going to Aura up real fast. What is she doing? Crap. I don't really, thank you. Ultimate Heal. Don't really want to bother with the Helix. I don't really know what that does, but I really don't want to find out. Bam! Oh yeah. Heal drop. Let's go. Ah, eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Just die. Be done with you. Lionheart, yes! Oh yes. Twice in a row. Epic, epic! Eat this once and for all. It's over. I'm done with you. I'm finished. Oh god. This is so. Oh, this is nerve-wracking because I don't. I know what's gonna happen next, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up this type of effort. Oh, my nerves. I don't think I can hold up much longer, guys. Okay. With this, Ultimacia and her junction self with Greavier are finally defeated. Unfortunately, guys, this fight isn't over yet. Yeah, you heard me. We still have a fight to go. So as we get this awesome scene of her being destroyed, but it's not done. She still has one last form. One last shape she must take, and one last fight. Unfortunately, this last fight isn't exactly the best fight around, because she's actually even more of a pain in this fight. In this fight, I believe she has like a one-hit KO move that she'll use. I think it's like called Hellfire or something. Something ridiculous like that, which will pretty much one-hit KO any character she pleases. Basically, it's a cop-out move. So, is it over? Are we done? Has Rezo finally beaten down Ultimacia? God, I hate it when this happens. Yeah, guys, like I said, it's not over yet. But we're almost there. And this is where she shows her final form. The true Ultimacia. Who doesn't even apparently have a face. Time shall compress. All existence denied. Whoa. Yeah. So now you have to take on this form. Her final form. So we're going to recover on Squall really quickly. And, here it is. Hell's oh, goodness. What was she using it on? Holy cow, 1 health. Ah, not good, not good. As soon as I get my turn back, I need to use a Mega Elixir, and I need to use it now. 1 health. Talk about really bad timing. I thought this killed one person. That put me down to 1 health. Oh, I don't want to die. This will be horrible if I die like this, guys. Ah, give me a break. Won't this game ever cut me a break? Just once, I want a break. Come on, where is it? Before she does something. Yes! It's not over yet. Ooh, come on. I want Angel. Not Angel Wing. Angel Wing's the last thing I want right now. That'd be a horrible idea to use that. You are going down. Blasting zone. Eat it. Please finish her off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably over-exaggerating this, but this is really exciting for me. This is like the ultimate battle. My strategy versus Ultima Sia. That's all I gotta say, guys, and I am really excited. She is completing me. Is it over? Oh, it's not over yet. But I'm not done yet. Oh yeah. Back in the game. Uh-oh. Oh crap. Not that again. Mega Elixir. Oh yeah. You're not killing me this time. Or you're not killing me at all, actually. 1 health, and then Mega Elixir, which means I go back up to full. Oh, I got Renzo Kugan before it came and hit me. Awesome. Yeah, guys, watch out for that. That's why having 100 Mega Elixirs is probably a godsend, and you probably should take my advice on that one. Lionheart, it's over! It's over! Feel my wrath. I am taking you down. Eat it. Oh yeah. Oh, take it. This is for giving me such a hard time. 4 months in the making, baby. You're going down. There ain't no way she's surviving that. Reflect on your childhood? She's still standing. Are you kidding? Are you... What the... Yeah, not that. I'm ready for it, though. Not Hell's Judgment. Not Hell's Judgment! Mega Elixir! Instant. Full life. It's a good thing nobody's poisoned at the moment, or else that would probably be deadly. Come on, use it. Thank you. What? Do you guys see why Mega Elixir... Do you see why card modding Bahamut is so useful? Especially for this one part of the fight. That will probably save you. Dawn, draw Apocalypse? Come on. There it is. Go! Go! Alright, I'm leaving Zell open to use another Omega Elixir just in case. I don't know what else she might pull on me. She survived the Lionheart, though. Just who does that? Just die already, girl! Die! She is a true glutton for brutality. As you can see, all my characters have the item command, mostly so I can access Mega Elixir on all characters. Come on, please be done. Bam! Crap, why does Apocalypse sound like a really, really painful attack? Mega Elixir. I know this chick does not have a one-hit KO. I will not be killed in one hit. I refuse it. She came close. She came really, really, really close. But unfortunately, close doesn't get you anywhere in this world. Especially where Mega Elixirs are involved. What the? So I'm gonna have her recover herself from whatever ultimacy I just did to her. Good lord. I'm tempted trying to figure out if I should be attacking her head or her bottom. I really can't tell at the moment. Ah, not that. Mega Elixir. Yeah, guys, this fight can get really annoying. What the? That's it. I am taking you down. Just die. Huh? It's over? Yes! And Resobaso conquers Ultima Sia. Eat it! This in itself shows. This in itself was probably the most epic battle ever. Just in general. That was truly epic. She was truly, truly a good opponent. Whoa, she is just like exploding. Look at her. There is no way she's coming back from that. And then there was silence. I don't know what else to say, guys. I really don't. That was epic. And as for our members who are still in the time compressed world, that's a good idea. Let's go back to our time. Yeah, falling into a time warp would be really bad. And just for the record, guys, this is how the game looked when you're in this part. It's not my recording, I promise. Time, place, who I want to be with. I think Renoa should know where to go. Hmm. Meanwhile, Squall... That's a very good question, my friend. You need to figure that out soon. You don't want to be stuck here forever. You got a girlfriend waiting. Huh? What the? Hey, it's Little Squall. Hmm. And it's Edia. Hmm. What the? Oh no. You cannot tell me she's still alive. I wanted to fight you again. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't... Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a flashback. Hmm. How noble. It's kind of sad, though. If we could have stopped Matron from doing this, we would have spared ourselves having to fight her in the future. No, lady, it's only the beginning. Hmm. Ah. Really interesting scene, isn't it, guys? Wait a minute. If this is real, if Squall really did come back if Squall really did go back to the past, then that would mean the only reason why the Gardens were even invented was because he said something to her then. That's the only reason why. Oh, this is ridiculous. So it really wasn't her idea, it was Squall's idea. Because he comes from the future. But then again, if that was the case, then, oh, this is confusing. Then how would the Squall from the future would have known about the seed in the garden? Hmm. If you knew how to get back, do you think he'd really be standing here talking to you? I think I'll be fine, lady. Huh. Good job, Squall. Really, really good job. They better answer. Go to your place, Squall. Duh. Whoa. What world is this? We gotta huff it. Walking, walking, walking. I feel bad for Squall, man. He's just... Okay, so... Come on, dude. I guess he got caught. Zell. And... Zell, you pig. Oh, he's choking. He's choking. Guess he isn't too happy. Noah, hello. Like we're running out of power. What the? I could have sworn there was something else. You know what? I think I might just take this time as it's scrolling because I want to make sure I get everything. Yeah, just I want to say thanks to a lot of people. Actually, this has been a big deal, and it's nice to see that it's actually completed now. It's taken me some time to go through and do all this stuff, as you guys know. It hasn't been easy. This has actually been probably my first and probably one of the harder probably one of my hardest, because this game has just not been a very fun, very hard, very easy game to play through. And playing through it now is kind of like, wow. I've actually did it. I've actually completed this. There's still a lot more stuff for me to say, but I'm trying to leave that out of this. I just wanted to say, I hope you have all enjoyed the walkthrough. I know I have, without a doubt. It's been an awesome experience for me. I look forward to seeing completions like this in the future. I really do. I really do look forward to seeing me complete more and more over time. Because, well, let's face it, that would be really kind of cool. Other than that, I'm going to let us view the last bit of the recording that they have here. Because that's how I am. I do enjoy this kind of stuff, and I think it'd be kind of cool to have it up in video anyways. So yeah, at this point I want your guys' opinions. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a good walkthrough, a bad walkthrough? Could I have done something different? I want to hear what you guys think, and I'll also be posting this in my next update video, which will be released very soon. So we're going to see what happens, and here we go. There was something more. This is probably the most meaningful scene in this entire game. No joke. This scene actually does mean a lot. Wait. He's smiling. Oh my goodness, he's actually smiling. Aww. About dog on time. That's all I gotta say. Ah, it's so nice to see a romance. It's so nice to see a story like this come to such a happy ending, and it's just so great to see it. Again, I want to thank all of you for being with me in this walkthrough, for supporting me. I want to thank all of you guys. Expect me to say more during my actual update video. Until then, guys, as for the Final Fantasy VIII walkthrough, this is Resobaso, signing out. He's just huffing it. I'm either assuming that he's extremely tired from walking or he's hit a dead end. And there wasn't much here to begin with, obviously. Eh. Nah. Never mind. Oh, what the? No, Squall, you gotta remember now. Come on now. lot of memories. Huh? Whoa. In typical Final Fantasy fanfare, this cutscene has proven to be very, very cinematical and very riddled questions as to what's going on. I love how they still have their lips move, but they don't talk. Whoa. Maybe Laguna was right. Love, happiness, and friendship would bring you back. As corny as that seems. Hey, wait a minute, that looks really familiar. You know what, Canuck, I think this might have answered your question why she was waiting for him in the field. Meanwhile... Typical. Laguna? Where are you going? Huh? Aw, matching rings. Aw, how touching. Going to visit her grave. was awesome. Oh, we are like flying. I thought we just hovered off the ground. They are like flying through the air. And this is the conclusion of the Final Fantasy VIII walkthrough, as you guys know it. It's done. I've completed it from start to finish. I have done it. This walkthrough is complete. As this little cutscene in the background plays, I'm going to just talk for a little bit. You know, I am really happy. This is a big deal, guys. It's been about 4 months in the making for this walkthrough to be complete. I hate that it's been 4 months. I can actually tell you the exact amount of time I've spent. It's been 4 months and 3 days since I began this walkthrough. And I'm happy to see it through. I'm happy to see it's actually completed now. This is a big deal. I will be releasing an update vid once I'm done with the stuff concerning all this. Yeah. I'll probably be doing my own explaining for some stuff there. I just wanted to, you know, say thanks a lot, guys. Just thanks a lot. I'm really happy to see this through, and I'm really happy to see that it's done. And that I finally completed it. The cutscene in the background is actually kind of cool because it's showing them having a party, and Sid's wife is there. How cool. I'm more impressed that Selphie can hold a camera so steady. Guess she must have gave it to her. Irvine. Irvine, you idiot. There you go. Oh, look, there's Angelo in the background.